Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zach. Today we're doing another ECOMI VeVe video. Currently the price is 7632 on a low of 7106 and a high of 76970 over the past 24 hours. Awesome. Let's get into it. So I was just making sure that I had enough space on my computer to actually film this video, and we do, so that's fine. Okay, so in this video we're going to be looking at the latest and greatest VeVe digital collectibles, putting out NFTs in a scene that we don't see them do regularly. Marvel Comics, pretty standard now. Pretty standard. Obviously, we were waiting on Marvel for a while, relative to how long VeVe has been about publicly, at least. But now is pretty much every few days we see a new Marvel comic coming, which is great. They should not do that. They should absolutely do that, right? But it's exciting when new things come out or come up that we haven't necessarily seen much to do with yet. We're very excited to welcome Pili NFT, I'm assuming that's how you say it, or Pili NFT, not quite sure, to VeVe digital collectibles based on characters from Pili Fantasy. I'm not sure if it's Pili or Pili Fantasy. War of Dragons will drop in celebration of the Lunar New Year. Okay. VeVe welcomes Pili Fantasy to debut first digital collectibles in celebration of the Lunar New Year. Culture is the best vehicle to connect emotionally, and as long as people like glove puppetry, Pili Group will work hard to make puppet drama and promote glove puppetry to all corners of the world. For more than 30 years, Pili has been creating IPs and producing movies and TV shows. The TV series The Thunderbolt 1988, the movie The Legend of the Sacred Stone, Thunderbolt Fantasy Sword Travels in the East, which has taken Japan by storm, and Pili Fantasy War of Dragons on Netflix. Nowadays, Pili's works have transcended land, language, and cultural barriers and become a unique international entertainment. Now, I'm not going to play this because I have a sneaky feeling that this is going to be very much protected and guarded by the copyright lords. But we can, of course, see here a puppet drama, which is definitely interesting. Very interesting. The first series of Pili NFT figures will be released in February in celebration of the Lunar New Year, and will be interpretations based on the four main characters from Pili War of Dragons: Su Huangzhen, Feng Kailing, Ye Zishai, and Hua Xin Feng. And I am so sorry if I got those names wrong. In 2019, Pili Fantasy War of Dragons was successfully launched on Netflix, the world's largest streaming platform, and has expanded its overseas market with its distinct fantasy colors. The show was released in more than 190 countries and is the most representative international work of Pili. Digital figures are the fairy tale for adults. We look forward to this collaboration with VeVe, affording collectors at home and abroad our special brand of wuxia heroes in addition to Hollywood superheroes. The partnership not only shows VeVe's dedication to collectors in the Asian market, but also shows the unlimited potential of Pili as a global brand in the international NFT market. I'm excited to introduce martial arts, fantasy heroes, and understand the importance of cross-culture that Pili will bring together with a new audience on the VeVe platform. So, I believe that this is mainly large in Japan, but I might be wrong about that. So, we're not going to look at War of Dragons straight away. I want to have a look at the other IPs that Pili seems to have. I think it's Pili. Yeah, Pili International Media. Okay. So we have here Thunderbolt Fantasy. Looking through it right now. So obviously we're not really going to, at least most of us aren't going to get this straight away. Many people, or most people watching my channel, are not Japanese. So I know this will be new to most of you. At least Japanese, Taiwanese, I guess. But definitely an interesting one to say the least. Now, okay, so this is on Crunchyroll, which Crunchyroll obviously is huge even in, I believe, the US. Then we have The Legend of the Sacred Stone, which looks like it may even have a game attached to it, but that might be something different. Then we have the Thunderbolt 1988, which didn't receive too good reviews, but that's what it is. And then we have War of Dragons, which I believe is the IP that this NFT collection is being based on. And this looks like it's actually continuously running. So we have here Turmoil Looms in the Martial World and the 8 Wonders of the Evil Dragon and Unleashed Dark Forces. Now, basically, what I want to make very clear is that when we see brands and IPs enter VeVe that isn't native to the markets that VeVe is so strong in right now, you know, we're looking at North America, we look at Europe, and Oceania, and then Asia is there too. But my understanding is VeVe really, especially because of where we've started, where we have Disney, we have Marvel, DC, a lot of the brands that we have, and even like the smaller IPs like Frank Kozik's IPs, Jermaine's IPs. There's a lot of Western IPs so far, which means that the Western audience therefore are going to gravitate more naturally and inherently to the VeVe app. So when we see these IPs being launched, I would guess that some of us might feel a bit underwhelmed, not really knowing the magnitude. And I actually want to see, because I'm assuming that, but I haven't actually seen the. So we see here, Creepy, don't like it, when cash out, Google's Pili Fantasy. This one I didn't see coming, as if you know what that is. So Asian market confirmed, Google it, let's go, sheesh, yes. So yeah, some of them is really good, like welcome, we have dope, cool, but then you have stuff like who, right? So it's a I'm just looking through this honestly. So it's not, in fairness, it's not a bad response. It's not the most bullish response. You have who the F are these guys. That's straight up badass though, right? So I wouldn't say the VeVe community is totally ignorant. In some ways we are, I would say, in some ways. Oh my gosh, and I just realized that you weren't even seeing that with me. I feel so stupid. So yeah, we see it here, someone saying who, people saying WTF, boom, welcome, dope, but then others aren't so sure, right? And others saying, when is the app working? I hope he gets some anime in the future. Asian market, uptick. Definitely not wasting time, which I don't know. OMG, no way. I'm not sure again. So that's that, right? Now let's actually have a look at this itself, though. This is the official Pili channel, I believe. And they only actually have 183k subscribers, which I say only because, I mean, I guess let's compare it to a legacy brand that you would know in the US, right? So let's have a look at Star Trek. So Star Trek, they really don't have good socials, do they? They have bad. This is not. Wow. Wow. Okay, so we can't even say that it's not big because Star Trek has like quite literally just under half, I think, of the same amount of subscribers. Pili is doing. Let's have a quick look at its social blade to see how many views it's getting. So on the current month, they've been doing 4 million views over the past 30 days. And that itself is on YouTube, not on wherever it's being syndicated, which I assume is Netflix. In the same way, of course, that Star Trek's main platform isn't on YouTube. Where to watch Star Trek? I don't even know where you'd watch it. Some Netflix? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Either way, though, the main point being is that it doesn't have to be a large Western IP in order for it to be big. And I think a number of us know that, right? But I think it's definitely sometimes easy to forget this. So when we do have international brands coming in, then it can still be big, right? And I want to see more of this, honestly. I want to see more of these IPs that aren't the usual Marvel, DC. I'm not complaining about them at all. We still want to see them, of course, but I think it is good that we see more of these, and that hopefully we'll see. We still haven't seen any gaming IPs whatsoever, and my guess is because gaming IPs don't want to do it yet. That's my honest guess. My guess is that gaming IPs don't want to get in on this yet because some of them still want to create their own NFTs, but also gamers are very far. The general gaming player base, I should say. And I say this as someone who's very closely intertwined with the gaming space. Most of my largest projects are within gaming. So I see the general sentiment, pardon me, I see the general sentiment when it comes from gaming enthusiasts to NFTs. And this is definitely a native opportunity to gamers, but a lot of gamers aren't investors, and a lot of gamers don't think in the investing way, I guess, right? And I'll be honest, a lot of gamers aren't open-minded in the same way that a lot of people in general aren't open-minded. So what I'm saying is this isn't a dig towards gamers, but I know that if Call of Duty were to release NFTs, they would get away with it better. And when I say get away with it, I mean they would face less backlash. But if, say, for example, League of Legends, if they were to release NFTs, people would go nuts. People would go nuts. Same thing if Valorant even sort of hinted at NFTs. I know they're not going to do it. They were just like talking about it a little bit. And the community literally wants to try and bully right away from it. So we are a fair bits away from it, but we'll get there. And yeah, that's about it really. But on the plus side, when VeVe, it's good that we are entering different markets, and hopefully we'll be able to see even more and more brands. One brand that I really want to see, I want to see it, man. I want to see it. Pokemon, obviously, yeah, but like, man, I want to see Fortnite skins. I really, 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 really want to see Fortnite skins. I want to see Fortnite skins, and I want to see them animate. I reckon we're at least a year away from it, and I hope VeVe proves me wrong, as well as Epic Games proves me wrong. But that will be huge. I promise. Well, I don't promise, and nothing I ever say on this channel is financial advice, but that would be huge in my opinion. I would be very bullish, but again, not financial advice. That being said, if this video was interesting or helpful to you in any way, shape, or form, a like is always much appreciated. And if you would like to be getting happening in this topic every single day, most times today, this is my channel. I cover everything on every single day. So if you want to be happening, hit that to go ahead and keep notifications on. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you in the next VeVe video.